So here we have Send Me Your Team round 2. I'm recovering from the flu. Other than that, it should be good. So follow me on Twitter, follow me on Discord, follow me on Instagram, follow me on Google+, follow me on MySpace, everything. I don't have some of them, but some I do on the screen. But yeah, we got like I think 7 or 8 teams to get through. Maybe I'll do all of them. Maybe I'll do some. I haven't decided yet. I'll try and get through them. So yeah, send me a team on any of those platforms, and it will be good. So yeah, I'll just talk about your team. I've got my Crows hat on from 2003. That's so long. Probably half you guys weren't alive then. Oh no, you probably weren't. Anyway, let's do it. Okay, first team we have is Arthur, and I say, hey, what a wonderful kind of day. I hope you all understand what I just said. Understood. Anyway, defense, Laird, okay. Whitfield, okay. Blakely, okay. A little injury prone, but we'll see. Newman, I don't like Newman anymore. I don't think his job security is as good as we thought, but we'll wait till the preseason. But I do like the idea of picking someone at D4 that's 400,000. I don't think we're going to need Rosie, so get some extra cash and downgrade him. But yeah, we don't know for sure. Midfield, no Mitchell, interesting. But we have Dane Beams here. Don't hate it. I think for his price it's okay. Yeah, I think he's an okay pick. I prefer Zach Merritt in that spot because he's far more durable. But yeah, I don't hate the pick. I think it's a fine pick. So yeah, I think this is a reasonably balanced midfield, so I don't mind it. And Rux, Grundy and Grundy and Goldstein, there's too many G's. Yeah, this is pretty standard. I have no problem with this. I think it's what I have right now, and a lot of people will have the same. In the forward line, DeGoey. I've spoken about DeGoey in the other video. I think because Collingwood have so many mids, like the Bulldogs, DeGoey's going to have to play forward a lot, and that will limit his scoring to probably 90, 95 at best, unless he just goes off his face every game. But yeah, and he got caught for speeding after the grand final, so there's always that issue where he'll stuff you around there, but you never know. So I don't hate it, but it's an okay pick. I would go one deeper in the forward line, but other than that, I really like it. I don't know where you come up with the money for that. Maybe Newman, or maybe a rookie in the defence and a forward premium, but we don't know yet. So yeah, not bad, good start. Okay, next we have Jack Dawson. What's up, Jack? And yeah, defence looks okay. I think too much spent on D1 and D2. I do like the Sicily pick. But yeah, it looks okay there. I just do think it's a little bit much on D1 and D2 because they will both drop in price. Mitchell and McRae combo, expensive, but I don't mind it. I have them both in my team currently, and I just love both. So it has a little bit of backfire potential, but yeah, if they both start hot, then everyone else is in trouble, I think. And yeah, Cripps, I think it's too much for M3 because you've got Mitchell and McRae. So I downgrade one of these 3. Oliver, hopefully his shoulder surgery went well. If so, good pick. And I like Merritt. Yeah, good stuff. Grundy, Goldstein again, fine. Dangerfield, Heaney, standard. Dunkley, I like Dunkley. We'll keep an eye on him because of the Western Bulldogs don't know how to draft or list manage properly. They just have 10 midfielders and no key position players. So yeah, that makes it problematic for us because we don't know how much bid time Dunkley will get, but hopefully he gets a lot. Yeah, I think you need to go one more deep in the forward line. Other than that, yeah, good stuff. Okay, I love North Melbourne FC. What's up? I'm glad someone loves North Melbourne because I don't. And yeah, we'll look at the team. Same defense as the last person. Yeah, a bit too much in D1 and D2 in my opinion. I would only go with one of these guys. That's me personally. I just think value is far too important. Jesus, this looks similar to the other team. Yeah, again, same thing. I think it's too much on M1, M2, M3. I only keep 2 of them. Yeah, I do like Kelly. Man, he can play. Josh Kelly. He's nasty when he gets going. But he has had an interrupted preseason, so hopefully he gets through his preseason unscathed, and then I'll probably end up picking him if that's the case. And Brad Crouch, no, I don't like this pick. I don't like the odds of him being a good pick based on history. It's as simple as that. He's about to start full training, which is a good sign, but he's been out the game a long time, and I'm not sure he becomes a premium after a year out. So, yeah, not a fan of Brad Crouch. I'd rather pay a bit extra for Sloan or Zach Merritt or something. Again, Grundy, Goldstein, seems like we're all doing the same thing. And, yeah, pretty good forward line. I don't like Green. I like these 3, but F1, F2, F3. Not a fan of Green. Same thing with Brad Crouch. I don't like the odds of him working out based on history. But if you really want to take the risk, I would only go with one of Green or Brad Crouch. I just think 2 of them, it's just too risky. With their price, if something goes wrong, it's like, who do I trade to? So, yeah, pretty cool team. Lots of really nice picks here. So yeah, good stuff. So up next we have Luke Molinaro. What's happening? I like this defense. I like that you've gone 2 players that are quite cheap in defense. Blakely I like. Of course, we just have to watch how he goes over the preseason because he does get injured a fair bit. Now Witherden, I was reading an article on Witherden and he said he's not a good runner, but he's been working on it. That's not a good trait for a halfback, in my opinion, because you look at like guys like Laird. When they have like the Telstra tracker on Channel 7 or Fox Sports or Foxtel, I can't remember which channel. Laird is always like at the top, like covering 15, 16 kilometers a game. So that's never going to be Witherden. So that might limit his game a bit. But yeah, he's a super talent, so he's shown a lot so far. Could be a good pick, but it's just one thing that I don't think he's ever going to reach Laird's height based on his running capacity. But maybe he'll improve it, who knows. So still young, decent pick I think. A little bit of risk, but okay. Midfield, Mitchell McRae, yeah, I ain't mad at that. Gaff is suspended early, so get rid of him for somebody else. Martin Merritt, I like these. See, this guy, Luke, you understand value. I like that. I can appreciate that. Grundy, Goldstein, yeah, grass is green. And we have Danger Heaney Dunkley, very popular, these 3. And we also have Green. I've already spoken about Green. If it's your only real risk, then I don't mind it, but I don't like it. I'm scared of him. Although he's not allowed to sink his boots into players' body anymore in midair, because that's a free kick now for sure. So could work out. But yeah, I really like this team. This is good, a really good start. Yeah, thank you, Luke. Next we have Matt Rosemeyer. What's up, Matt? Lot to get through in this team. This is an interesting team. The most interesting so far. So we have Hibbard. Man, this guy, he was a master troll last year. 120 in the preseason, and then went like 20 games straight without scoring 100. I need to see something that says something was wrong with him last year, or he's had an outstanding preseason compared to last year, because something went wrong here, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it was role change, because it might have been, but yeah, his scoring was just terrible. And he wasn't playing as well, you could see it. He wasn't getting the ball enough. So, yeah, no for Hibbard, but we'll watch him over the preseason. Probably a no. Hanley is injury prone so badly. For his price range, I prefer Robertson or Brodie Smith. I'm not a big fan of either of those two either, but I just think Hanley, he's so injury prone, and he was part of the boys sort of attitude at Brisbane with Rockcliffe. So I don't like that. Not a fan of Hanley. I like Treloar in the midfield, underrated pick. I don't think he's been picked enough by other people, so I like that. And Yeo, I think Yeo's okay. He can seriously play. Serious player, Elliot Yeo. But he had that high last year winning the flag, so I'm not sure he backs it up. It's like a motivational thing. So, but I think he's too good to drop too far off. So I don't mind Yeo. Brad Ebert, this is deep in the midfield. I don't think we need Ebert. Get rid of him. He regressed really bad last year. And Miles is interesting. I'm not a fan of mid-prices in the midfield. I prefer just picking the absolute guns. But yeah, I think he could be in for a 90 average, which is an okay return for that price. But I just prefer to pick a keeper. But not out of all the midfield mid-prices, Miles would be the one I like the most. Now we have Cruiser. Oh man, he's an injury risk. If you look at his career as a whole, he just gets injured far too much, and he's getting older. So I don't love Cruiser. Good value pick. I mean, if it lasts you the first 8 rounds, it's a win. But there's always that risk it doesn't. So not the worst pick, but I'm not game enough to pick that. Now forward, Tim Kelly. I think he wants out at Geelong. That's not a good sign. And he's a second-year player. So that worries me. That's put me off him completely. But, I could be wrong. But that's just my gut feel. And Kyle Langford, I don't know nothing about this guy. I don't know anything. Can't help you here. But I haven't heard much. But maybe one to watch over the preseason. Yeah, interesting stuff here. A lot of left field picks. So, it's good. So thank you, Luke. Thank you, Matt. That's what I meant. Finally, we have Matt Szensky 24. I really did my best there to pronounce that. But whatever. Sorry if I didn't pronounce it right, which I didn't. But anyway, thanks for your team. Now, defense. I like going 4 deep in defense. It's going to be hard to get 4 deep in defense and forward. But with a bit of value picks, it can be done. So, yeah, I think this is a good defense. Not the biggest fan of Newman, but one to watch. So he could be a really good pick, but we don't know. We'll watch the preseason to make better judgment. Midfield, pretty good balance here. I don't mind Miles at M5. Yeah, don't love mid prices in the midfield, but could work out okay. So not the worst thing I've seen. Interesting ruck setup, very interesting. McAvoy and Witts. I think both are quite talented and both can do a little bit better than they can. Or maybe not McAvoy, I'm not too sure in terms of Supercoach scoring, but McAvoy's actually a really good player. Interesting setup, yeah, so I don't mind it. And in the forward line, no danger. Oh no, that's not good. That's very disrespectful to the king. I hope he makes you pay for that. But what it's done for you, it's given you a lot of value picks. It could be a good a negative pod, like a point of difference you don't have. So it could work out, but yeah, disrespecting the king, he might make you pay for it. So yeah, not the worst decision in the world, but very disrespectful. We have Wingard in there. Wait and see on Wingard. I do like him a lot, but he can be a bit of a roller coaster, and even then, he'll still average 95, 100. So yeah, this is an interesting team. Good stuff. Thanks for tuning in again. So this isn't more for views or anything. This is more for you guys, and it's just fun to look at teams. That's probably the most fun part of the game. So yeah, anyway, thank you for watching if you made it this far. And yeah, if you want to send me a team, send it on Discord, Twitter, or Instagram. My Instagram is a personal account, so I don't care if you follow me there. You can if you want. So yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon.